I'm an organisation development consultant and I'm a coach. And essentially what I do is I help organisations and teams and individuals be effective in a healthy way. And the work that I do when I partner with organisations, teams, individuals is that I help them to achieve goals and I help them to realise excellence performance. And one of the passions that I have in the work that I do is working with individuals to help them achieve personal fulfilment. So I'm an ICF accredited coach. I've been coaching for about 8 years, and I completed my coach training with CTI, the Coaches Training Institute. And the type of training that I do is quite varied. I work with people in corporates, I work with private individuals as well, and I work with teams as well. And just by way of providing a few examples of the kind of coaching that I do, I've coached executives who are looking to really enhance their leadership ability, often in large corporates or in small to medium-sized businesses where they're needing to concentrate on leadership. I work with managers who are looking to build some competencies, and organizations are looking to them to build a specific set of management competencies as well. I work with people who are specialists and suddenly get moved into a management role and need some coaching in terms of how to transition into that management role. I work with people who are going through some kind of transition or another, career transition, dealing with big change, etc., either in teams or as individuals. And then I also work with groups and teams in my coaching, and I coach in terms of goal achievement and overcoming challenges and obstacles, etc. So a little bit about my coaching methodology and approach. I apply the coactive coaching framework. So what the coactive framework is essentially about is that it operates from the premise that people are not broken, there's nothing to fix, and that in essence people are naturally resourceful, creative, whole, and can really find the answers to some of their own challenges, etc. So what is my role in that? My role is to really work with the client's goals or the team's goals. It's to help them ascertain and firm up those goals. It's also to help them understand what is actually working for them in terms of working towards those goals at the moment and what's getting in the way, what is not working, what are some of the obstacles. It's also to help them build self-insight into how they themselves or habits that have started to form over a period of time are perhaps things that are getting in the way themselves and how to overcome some of these things. My task is really to work with the goals, to listen, to hear, to help an individual reflect or a team reflect, to really grapple with some of the challenges that are coming their way, to help them explore those and to help understand what that is and to work with that, and then to ask some really powerful questions. Part of the role that I play is also to hold them accountable to their goal achievement and to challenge them and to get them back on course when they're actually not moving towards their goals as well. But I think a huge part of it is also championing the team or the individual coachee, because that is so much part of it. It's about believing in somebody and being there to support them through their process of growth as well. And then just in terms of some of my background, I come from a corporate background. Before consulting, I was for 20 odd years working in first the tertiary education sector and secondly mostly in financial services institutions. Despite that, in my consulting career and my coaching career, I have had exposure to many different industries. So in terms of my background, just a little bit about that, 20 odd years in corporate, predominantly in the education sector and in the financial services industry. And since I started consulting and coaching in the last 12 years or so, I've had exposure to many different industries, also to the NGO sector, and also working a little bit with government as well. So quite a widespread of exposure. And I really love what I do. So often it doesn't feel like work, but I do try and keep a good work-life balance, because after all, that's what some of my coachees are after as well. So I have to kind of know what that's about. And in order to stay sane, I love doing Pilates and swimming, reading, cooking and entertaining, being with friends and family, and going to the bush as often as my schedule can allow it. So that's me.